Hi everybody, this is Abby with Scrappin' Abby, and I want to welcome all of you to the July 22nd, 2014 Create, Craft, and Share YouTube Hop. If you guys have just come from Jessica with Craftin' and Stampin', then you are in the right spot. But you want to make sure that you start at the very beginning with Miss Scrappin' Madge, that way you don't miss any of the fabulous projects from the crafters that are before me, and then all the ones that are following along after. So this is the full lineup of everybody. Scrappin' Madge, Angenique Gibson, Craftin' and Stampin', Scrappin' Abby, which is me, and then Spiegel Mom Scraps, Flowers and More by Rhonda, DJ Sundries, Angela Holt Designs, Crazy About Cricket, and we have a new crafter with us this month, Jennifer Starr, and we are super excited to have her join us. And My Scrap Menagerie is her YouTube channel. So you guys want to make sure you follow the links in the description that I will have below, that we don't miss any other crafters in the hop. So this month's theme was a really fun one. It is Christmas in July, and so all of us are creating any type of Christmas related project. And so I have a few things I'm going to share with you folks today. It's not going to be a tutorial. I'm just going to kind of walk you through what I've created, and that way you guys can make these goodies for yourself. So what I've done, I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here, is I have some vintage bingo cards that I've altered and made into Christmas ornaments, and they can also be used as tags, which I've done. You can also hang them off of, like, you know, a bottle of wine or something like that if you're going to some kind of a Christmas party and you're bringing something for your hostess. So how these started are just out of some vintage bingo cards that I've picked up and you know, on my Junkin' trips, and then I've had a lot of people give these to me as well that know I like to craft with vintage items. And then I also use some of the different wood pieces, and these are also vintage as well. Some of these are from different sets. You can see this one's quite a bit larger than the other two, but these are also vintage wood pieces. I know you can purchase new ones, like Tim Holtz sells them, but I like to use the real true vintage stuff if I can find it. So some of the other components I used this puffy velvet fabric marker, which is really fun. It's like a shaker. It's got a little bead in there, and it does puffy. I'll show you. It's on the Santa hat right here. I've also used this for marshmallows, like when I'm doing like a s'mores layout, like when we you know, I've had the neighbors over for s'mores or something. So this has a lot of fun uses. And then I also use some stickles in a bunch of different holiday colors, green and red, things like that. And I'll go and show you the first one. So this is how I alter the card. I just put a hole using my Crop-A-Dile, and then you can use a grommet if you want. These are just some of the little oh my goodness, I can't think off the top of my head, eyelets that I used. And then I just wrapped some yarn. You can use ribbon, crinkle ribbon, you can use burlap, just your mind, it's just endless. You could use tinsel. I've also used some of the, you know, not tinsel, but the you know, like the garland. I've used some of that on other ones as well. I just inked the edges, and I just started layering this just like it was a card or just a larger version of a tag. So I didn't have a 25 because I used all the ones that I had. So I just used one of my green pieces that actually came in plain like wood, because some of them you have them for blanks. They look like this. I just used some of my Tim Holtz ink and I stained it, and then I just wrote 25 on it. This is just a rosette I made from some Christmas paper. This is one of the holiday stamps I have, and I used some embossing on it, and you can kind of see it kind of went down because I had this kind of smashed when I was working on something else. So, but normally it's a little bit more puffy than this, but you can make this stand up as high as you want to. And this gives a really cool kind of fun texture and dimension to your project. And then this is just a little sprig of, you know, some greenery along with some holiday trims. You can just kind of tuck in there. And then I also have, you know, stamped here, says to your family from our family. So this would be perfect to give to somebody, as I mentioned, on like a bottle of wine, or, you know, on a gift, something like that. And then just in a little Santa image tucked in the back. The next one is just a larger craft tag that I just kind of cut down, did embossing with some ink, and then not embossing, excuse me, I did some stickles on this one, and then just added some red bling on the side, embossed the season's greeting, wrapped some 3 Girl Jam crinkle ribbon. This is just one of those little Tim Holtz clear acrylic pieces with a holiday cardstock on the back side. Tied it off with just a little bit of jute trim that I had. And then this one I just used some decorative ribbon. As you can see here, it's got some sparkles inside that green ribbon. Really, really cute. And then this next one I created is with a pocket. So what I did is I just took some cardstock, just, you know, put score tape on the 3 sides here, left this open. That way this can come out. And so this could be used as, you know, writing your message on here for somebody, a present or something like that, you know, or maybe tucking in a gift card or something. And then here's just one of the Tim Holtz memo pins, and it just says deliver by. And then just top this off again with some chain on this one. Really fun. Kind of a unique way to, you know, make a hanger and just kind of add that vintage kind of look. And then just again the same, you know, eyelets on there. And then just did some different inking and some different stamping down here. This is embossing, just some different holiday elements that I had in my stash. And, you know, December 24th, in my family, we let our kids open one Christmas present on Christmas Eve. So this will be kind of a fun one to use for that. So anyway, those are my little holiday tags for my July and Christmas projects for the Create, Craft, and Share YouTube Hop. These are really super easy to make. If anybody has any additional questions, please leave me a comment below, or you can email me at scrapandabby@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you ladies or gentlemen crafters might have. These are really easy. I plan on doing a tutorial once it gets a little bit closer to Christmas on how to make these so that way you guys can kind of watch a process video. So I want to again thank you guys, and then also you're going to want to make sure that after watching me you go over to Spiegel Mom Scraps, because she is next in the lineup. So happy crafting, you guys. Thanks for joining us for Christmas in July, and we'll see you next month.